On episode 20, we have a wrong character quick list, we talk superhero games, we discuss changes in gaming, and we play a new word game. Sit back and relax, because here comes episode 20.
Activating Dragon Power Protocol in 3, 2, 1. Initializing host sequence. Player 1. Select your host. Brian.
Solid choice. Let's fire it up.
Player 2. Select your host. Connor.
Oh, yeah!
Host sequence complete. Stand by for podcast.
Dragon Power!
Hey!
Hello!
Episode 20.
Wow, I think that's our most energetic opening yet.
Yeah, because it's episode 20.
2-0.
2-0.
Two, like, that's just 2, but
If you
20.
if you divide that by 2, you have half as many as 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So-
I understand that math. I can do that.
If you've been listening to our podcast since the beginning until now, thank you very, very much.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate your support with your likes and your shares and your word of mouth. It's been awesome.
Thank
So,
you. Continue
thank
to
you.
do that.
Yes.
You're our favorite.
If you love us and you don't want us to be eaten by dire wolves, then you will continue to support us.
Oh, dude, that's going to be hard because they're extinct, but
Yeah.
it will happen if you don't do it.
We were cursed by a gypsy.
Yeah.
And they said, if you do not continue to put out quality podcasts to reach the masses, you will be eaten by dire wolves in front of friends and family. So
I love the name Dire Wolves, by the way. It's like, oh, wow.
I almost just said wolves, but dire just came
It's like-
into my head. I was like,
it's
dire
like,
wolves.
There's wolves. You're like, all right, wolves. Like, oh, dire wolves? Like, oh, dude, I'm out.
Do you
Like,
mean wolves the size of tractors? Yes,
man.
dire wolves. Okay, cool. So episode 20 is going to be fun.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot more casual, I guess, laid back, a
Yeah.
lot less,
listy.
structured.
Listy. Just kidding. There's more lists than ever.
I know, more lists than ever.
We have our top 10 list about our top 10 lists.
Welcome to Listcast.
Lists. With
My name is List Listenson.
And I'm Listberg.
Perfect.
There we go.
All right, so let's start. Let's start the usual way. Connor, what did you do this week?
I had a week.
I said weekend. That's really funny.
Oh.
Connor, what did you do this week?
I had a weekend. Dang it. I had a week.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I picked up Doom, first off.
Yeah.
I beat it in 2 days.
Nice.
Game's awesome. I was playing on normal.
Game's amazing.
Yeah, that's one of the only games I'd probably give a 10 out of 10 to.
Wow.
Story's kind of, it's there. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not, I don't play Doom games for the story.
I don't think anybody does. I don't even think id Software expects people to play Doom for the story. I think it's for the experience.
Yeah, there is more of like a, there is more of a story than like the old, it's more or less like if they just made another, like, if Doom 3 was actual, like based off the first two, it
Sure.
would be this game. But,
Gotcha. There's less story than Doom 3.
yeah.
Like, there's way less
Yeah, well,
story.
Doom 3 is more of a reimagining, anyway.
Sure, yeah, it's a more of a survival horror reimagining. But like the humor in that game is so funny. That game is so funny. It is like one of the most self-aware games of all time.
In 3?
No,
or
just
4?
the
Oh,
newest
new
one,
one.
Doom 4.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I like
Like,
demonic invasion at unsafe levels.
I love how that's just pre-programmed in. Like, what?
Like, is there a safe level of demonic invasion?
I don't know. It's and the further you get in the game, just Doom guy just breaks everything.
Yeah.
Like, when you get weapon upgrades, he just punches robots, and it's like, and there's a part where you have to like disable 3 of blank, and the dude's like, this is really valuable, and like first he looks at it, he's like touching around, and just goes, ugh, and punches it, and he's like, are you serious? That cost millions of dollars.
That's amazing. I think one of the best reviews I've seen was just one sentence, and it said, "This game cured my low T." Oh man, I thought that was so freaking funny. But yeah, cool, Doom.
And yeah, dude, Doom's I could talk about it all day, but it's freaking amazing. There's there's an upgrade for the super shotgun, which makes it you can fire both barrels separately, but it still has the power of a super shotgun.
Nice.
And it becomes the best weapon in the game.
Of course.
Because you're immediately just like, da-da! Like 4 shotgun shells just out. And you're like, oh.
Super shotgun's amazing.
It's the best
I still
weapon in
haven't beaten it yet, but...
Yeah. But the super shotgun's on the cover.
Yeah. Well, it's also in every other Doom.
Yeah. Other than that, I won't spoil anything for you. Final boss fights, it's all right. There's others in the game that probably fit better, but...
Cool.
Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, and it's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Sweet.
It'd probably be a 9 out of 10 for most other people, but I love. There's like a very special place in my heart for these kind of shooters
Absolutely.
where you can't aim down the sights. But yeah, that's enough about Doom. Next up, I played a lot of Rainbow Six Siege.
Cool.
There's like a new what do I call it? Map pack, not map pack, expansion.
Oh, okay.
They do a really cool way of doing their DLC. It's still like a DLC, but you can earn it through in-game currency.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever you do a match, you get like $200 or whatever around, and these guys cost like $250. I think I call them Ubi bucks.
Ubi bucks.
Ubi bucks, because you can buy them through like you can buy currency and it gets you like unlocks, but you can get everything in the game with actual in-game currency if you play long enough. And I've been playing a lot of that. It's super fun. I love it. It takes me a while to find a good team to play with, though, because you have to find out people who have mics, people or just like blasting music through their headphones and whatnot. But yeah,
That's awesome.
played MGS5. Not gonna talk about that much. I played it like an hour maybe.
Gotcha.
Played Smash. Went to a tournament yesterday. That was fun.
How'd that go?
It went well. I did better than I normally do. I think I got top 8, maybe, or might have gotten broken to top 4. I don't know. I played Cloud the whole time because there's a bigger tournament coming up. I'm trying to learn Cloud.
Get some Cloud in.
It's so much fun. Other than that, that's it.
Cool.
I had a really short week. Didn't do much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For me, not a whole lot. Me and my girlfriend have been playing a absolute ton of Destiny. Like
nice.
An exorbitant amount of Destiny. And that's been a lot of fun. What else? Let's see. I saw Captain America.
Ooh. I also saw Captain America.
It was awesome.
I forgot to mention that.
Spider-Man's amazing.
Spider-Man's amazing.
Let's see. What else? I beat Uncharted 4.
Yeah. You tell me about that.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Would play again.
Amazing. I don't know if I already talked about that last week, but 10 out of 10.
Well, you didn't beat it last week.
Oh,
so,
that's right.
Yeah,
okay.
But
But yeah, it was amazing. So it was just a whole lot of Destiny work.
Nice.
And hanging out with Tabby. That was it. So really interesting for our 20th episode.
Woo!
Oh, I also choreographed a wacky line dance that swept the nation.
I robbed a bank in New York.
I fought a biker gang and won.
There's this dragon that lives down the street that I just bodied.
I invented a new breed of cat.
I made a time machine.
I used Connor's time machine to go back in time and invent the time machine before Connor invented
I
it.
used my time machine to go back into your time machine to make a time machine, and I killed Hitler.
I got really bored of this, and so I started petting my weird super breed cat.
I played Doom.
Cool. Awesome. Well, that was our weeks.
Yeah.
Hope that was fun and interesting. If it wasn't, I apologize.
Send us an email telling us how interesting your week is.
Yeah.
Do that.
Rate our weeks.
That would be. I like that. Rate our weeks. Like
we should post our weeks on hotornot.com. All right.
On Tinder, like, oh, dude.
So we are gonna go straight into everyone's favorite segment.
Quick.
That one.
Yeah.
The quick list. So this will be fun. The quick list this week is interesting. Connor came up with the idea.
Yeah.
There are games that come out that you read up on and you're looking at and you're like, gosh, I can't wait for this to come out. I can't wait to play this. And they will release like a list of characters, or they'll show characters that are playable. And you, as a gamer, sometimes will see one and go, that is my guy.
Yeah.
Or girl. Or robot. Or whatever it is. And that is who I'm going to play when the game comes out. And then you pick it up and you try them, and they do not click with you whatsoever. So this is a really long-winded explanation.
Yeah.
But, nevertheless, that is what our quick list is about this week. The top 5 characters that we thought we were going to
play
as our mains and did not end up working out.
Whatever reason.
So, I'll start out here. Number 5. I chose Gage from Borderlands 2.
Okay.
Now, when you hear the word mech romancer, what does that make you feel?
There's an anime or game called Techromancer.
Well, this is mech romancer.
You're gonna like seduce some mechs and take them out on like a date and be like,
Oh,
hey,
mech
baby.
romancer.
Yeah.
I get you. No, I was thinking like sorcery and mechs and glorious, wondrous
That's
stuff
awesome,
like that. And Gage looked cool, and her character class was called the Mechromancer, and I was like, that is going to be my new character.
Oh, like necromancy.
Necromancer,
Okay,
but with mechs.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. Ended up not being anything like how I want to play Borderlands ever.
All right.
So, cool looking character. Not my
Nice.
bag. Number 4, Chun-Li from Street Fighter series.
Okay.
Every iteration of Street Fighter that comes out, I'm like, I really want to be good with Chun-Li finally. And then I play her, and I'm like, I don't get it. And I go back to Ken.
I don't get it.
Safety bubble Ken.
Yeah.
But she's amazing. Like, she's one of the top tier characters.
Yeah, she's
and
one of the best.
She's. I want to be good with Chun-Li or Cammy even. I would love to be good with either of those two
you
characters.
could probably play Cammy because it's.
No,
all
I
motions.
have, and I'm better with Cammy than I am with Chun-Li. But
Okay.
I've just always been a Ken guy, and Ken and Zangief are my two characters that I'm most efficient.
Zangief.
Or Zangief, however.
I don't know why they say it weird.
I don't know.
The new one. Whatever.
Number 3, Sweet Tooth from Twisted
Okay.
Metal.
Interesting.
Coolest concept in the whole game. Psychotic clown with fire hair driving a ice cream truck with missile launchers and machine guns, and
With
in
his
one
face on
iteration
top.
turns into a mech.
It does?
Yeah, in Twisted Metal Black, it turns into a full-on mech and shoots like swarms of missiles.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you didn't hear that and go, well, that just sounds interesting enough for me to Google it, even like, yeah, that's kind of the appeal of Sweet Tooth. He's amazing, but I've just never liked any of his iterations. I've just never liked him. Can't do it.
Interesting. Because you talk about him a lot. But
Well, he's one of my favorite
Yeah.
video game characters of all time, but I just can't. I mean, I'll use him for funsies if I'm
Yeah.
like playing with friends, but if I'm actually trying to do well in the single player campaigns and stuff, I usually pick other characters.
we
so.
need to play that because I've never
should.
really played. I played 2, but it's been a while.
I've got Black on the PS2. We should fire it up after this.
Sure.
Solid choice.
Let's fire it up.
Number 2, Vincent Valentine from
Okay.
Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
I saw him before I even actually played the game, and I was like, I want to use that character. He looks amazing. And he's like, and he's like kind of like a vampire. And I was like, what? He's like, and he uses guns. And I'm like, what?
What?
This character's awesome. And I have tried multiple times to put him in my party, and I just
can't do it.
just can't do it.
Build a team
Like,
around him.
his limit breaks are not how I like to play Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
They're really good if you know how to handle those
Yeah.
and you know how to use them properly. I just don't have the patience for them. I don't like basically losing control of an entire character during a fight because he does his attacks on his own.
Yeah.
But anyway, honorable mention, I put Mario and Smash.
Okay.
I just want to be awesome with like the Nintendo mascot in
Yeah.
the Smash game.
And the
This
in the new one, he's like top 10. He's
Is
one
he
of the best
really?
characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He's really like combo heavy.
That's awesome.
Uh,
And then next I put Batman in Injustice: Gods Among Us.
nice. Okay.
I wanted to be Batman so bad in that game. But then I ended up, my character, like my main like character that I'm unbeatable with is Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of Green Lantern, but the way he plays, I tear through that game. So
Yeah. I'm not very good at that game, but I play Deathstroke because I'm like gun,
Yeah.
gun. My cousins don't know how to deal with it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
It's
I was
like-
gonna say Deathstroke's really easy to handle for people who like to zone.
Oh yeah. I'm sure like if I actually had to like pick a character, I don't know. I'd probably pick like what's his name? Oh, I can't remember. Nightwing.
Nightwing. Oh yeah.
Nightwing's
Nightwing's
cool.
awesome.
Because I like Nightwing way better than Batman.
Chris from the MultiTap Podcast, he uses Nightwing,
Nice.
and he's really good with him.
I can't
so.
use him now.
I know, right?
You know-
It's already taken.
You know that weird thing I have now. So now I have to play someone else.
And then number 1 for me is Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Interesting. Okay.
I wanted Scorpion to be my main character forever. I mean, after Liu Kang, I was like, I want Liu Kang to be my character. My brother stole him. Mortal Kombat 2 didn't even come out for a long time. I wanted Scorpion to be my guy, and I just couldn't do it. And then every Mortal Kombat that's come out, I've been like, I want to see how Scorpion plays, and then I'm like, this is not how I want to play this game at all.
Yeah.
So, but I love the character. He's amazing. So, but yeah, that's it for me. That's
Okay.
my top 5 characters that I really wished that I could have used but didn't pan out.
Yeah. I hate that. Hold on. All right. So with me, bottom of the list here, I kind of have a dual one because I cheat all the time.
Okay.
I'm a filthy cheater. Samus and Roy in any Smash game.
Okay.
I would love, like, I can use Roy pretty decently in the new one, but it's like either they're not good enough or they're too technical that I don't want to put the time in.
Sure. Makes sense.
Because, like, I love, Roy is probably one of my favorite Nintendo characters, and Samus probably is my favorite Nintendo character, along with Ness.
Cool.
But, like, I just wish I could use these characters, or they were good enough for me to use them. Next up, I normally, in Pokemon games, I normally pick fire types. This is number 4. But, like, just whatever, I normally don't care. But for some reason in Black and White, I picked the grass type because the fire type's a really weird looking pig. So I was like, So I guess, I don't know, it's kind of like I main the fire type. So I was like, I picked a different one.
So you wanted the grass type to be
Yeah,
really good?
because it just looked better design-wise. I don't like Black and White, if you guys haven't noticed.
Gotcha.
And I thought I was getting old when I picked it up because I was like, I don't like these new Pokemon. Need to go back. And then Gen 6 came out. I was like, oh, okay, it's just me. It's just that generation's not very good. Next up for me, number 3, Axel Low.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, when I picked up Guilty Gear, Axel just fits with me. He's like a cool like rocker dude, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, that's
it looks
awesome.
like plays a cool version of Axl Rose.
Yeah, like an appealing version of Axl Rose.
Like an actually like charismatic person.
I like Axl Rose. Yeah,
So do I.
Chip is my character in that game.
Yeah,
I was like, I wanted to be really good with Chip, but I just can't get it.
Yeah, Chip is another character because I played him a couple times with him, but like if he just didn't, those two characters. Well, at first because Axel's a charge character, and I just can't wrap my head around it yet. I'm trying really hard, and I want to get it eventually, just because I want to learn him because it opens up a whole like new bunch because his stances are ridiculous in that game.
Sure.
But yeah, Axel Low. Number 2, Aaron Black.
Yeah.
I love Aaron Black as a concept, and I want to make a costume of him eventually because I think it'd be cool. But like, I don't know. He requires more skill than I have in that game to use well, so I'll just use Johnny Cage.
Yeah, Johnny Cage is amazing.
Yeah, he's pretty vanilla, but like he's got some stuff. Honorable mention: this game hasn't come out yet, so I can't really put it on the list. But Overwatch characters that I kind of want to use, but I don't know anything about them, which include McCree and Genji.
Okay.
Because Genji's a cyborg ninja, and McCree's a cool.
Wait, this is honorable mentions, you said?
Yeah, this is honorable mentions.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't really like.
I was gonna say this doesn't apply.
Yeah, fit in the list, so
yeah,
I'm not gonna put it in the top 5. But like, I'm probably gonna go out on a limb and guess these characters probably aren't for me.
Gotcha.
Number 1, Zangief.
Okay.
I love Zangief.
Yeah.
I tried to use him. It's just, I don't know, Birdie fits me better.
Sure.
So-
You're way better with Birdie than you are with Zangief.
Yeah,
Sure.
Birdie just has a lot more options going for him. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Zangief, when used properly, is terrifying. Though.
I know. Snake Eyes, I think is the guy's name, but he goes to tournaments and he's like one of the better players of Street Fighter. And he plays Zangief.
Sure. Well, awesome. That was our quick list for the week.
That was good.
It was a good one. It was hard to come up with those because there's just so many games that you could look at. So there have been many instances where I'm like, I want this, and then I'm like, I hate this when I play it.
This is not.
Yeah. Awesome. So we're going to move right along into our mini-boss segment.
Mini and the Jets. Mini and the boss.
The mini-boss segment this week is a discussion.
Yes.
It is a discussion of superhero games.
Yeah.
Games that we like and games that we don't like. Novel idea.
Nice. We like games, and sometimes we don't like games.
It's true. So it's weird because superhero games have some of the best and some of the worst games available.
Yeah.
Like overall. So it's really funny. It's really hit or miss with superhero games because with superheroes, you can basically put them in any gaming genre. You can have superhero RPGs. You can have superhero action games. You can have superhero first-person shooters, fighting games, so on and so forth.
Stealth games.
Stealth games?
I love
it. There's a wide variety, and with a wide variety, there comes the good and the bad.
Yeah.
So,
unfortunately.
I've got a list of games that I wanted to touch on, but I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
We're not going to do.
Yeah, I've
Number
got
one,
some
blah,
too.
blah, blah. So, the first one I wanted to throw out there is Batman for the NES.
Okay, I've never played this one, but I've seen it.
Oh,
I hear it's
dude,
really good.
It's top notch. It's
Yeah.
so good. It is such a good old school, super difficult NES
Yeah.
platformer. Boss fights are amazing. Batman controls really well. Music is dope. One of my favorite games of the NES.
Can't you triangle jump in that game?
What do you
Or
mean?
Wall jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, triangle jump and wall jump. It's very interchangeable for me.
I gotcha.
But yeah, I never played it, but Batman's cool.
I'll
so.
have to show it to you because
I've seen it.
I want you to play it and
Okay.
feel it because it's different.
Okay.
Different when you actually have it in your hands. It's
All right.
awesome. But yeah.
Yeah, I want to throw another one out there.
Okay.
Spider-Man 2. We've kind of talked about this before
Sure.
on the podcast, but yeah, I mean, you've played it, right?
Mhm.
Did you beat it?
No.
Okay. The game's really long, so I don't blame you. The final boss sequence not very good, but dude, this swing mechanics, man.
Yeah.
I'll just pop that in just to see every once in a while, just to see how it feels. It's like, yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's awesome. I love Spider-Man games.
That game just controls way better than it should because it's like you can, if you link together like wall runs and wall jumps into like swinging, you just feel actually like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And they haven't really done that in recent times. I mean, they have the beat 'em ups, like Shattered Dimensions and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
that are more beat 'em ups and platformer, which I feel like Spider-Man should be more platformer than beat 'em up.
I think it should
whatever.
be a mix of the two
Yeah,
because that's exactly that's all encompassing Spider-Man.
yeah. But you know,
Yeah. Speaking of Spider-Man, I put Spider-Man 1.
on PS1,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good game.
That it's just fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wonky nowadays. If you
Yeah.
go back and try to play it, it's a little awkward. But
I need to pick up a card of that.
I mean, basically anything that I've played with Spider-Man in it has been at least okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a Spider-Man game where I'm like, this is trash.
3 is pretty bad.
Oh, I didn't play it.
Yeah, it's
so.
got QuickTime events, and I showed you that.
Oh,
little
that's
clip.
3?
Yeah.
That clip, she's like, I'm gonna die.
of where he jumps and like puts his arms out and goes splat in the fire. He's like, I'm gonna die. Boom! And it's like, oh, that's like the first 10 minutes of the game.
You know what my all-time favorite Spider-Man game is Maximum Carnage for the Super Nintendo.
Okay, that game's hard, isn't
That
it?
game is very hard. It's very difficult. Especially since there's a period of time or there's a section of the game where you can choose to play as Venom,
Oh,
which is dope.
cool.
Yeah, it's super, super sweet.
Yeah.
And then they made a sequel to that on the Super Nintendo called
Minimum Carnage.
What?
Minimum Carnage.
No, yes. Minimum Disorder.
Mild chaos.
But it's called Separation Anxiety. And,
Really?
Yeah.
That's such a good name.
And you can play 2-player in that one. So you can be Spider-Man and Venom at the same time,
Ooh.
beating up baddies. It's super good. It's one of my favorite side-scroller beat-em-ups. Speaking of side-scroller beat-em-ups,
Nice.
did you ever play The Death and Return of Superman?
No.
I hate Superman.
Yes.
Superman is not a character that I enjoy. I know there are a lot of people who love him because they're like, he's the best. He does everything and he can kill anyone. And it's like, have fun with that.
Have fun with no weaknesses and
Yeah.
an unrelatable character.
Have fun with like the most boring concept of all time. It's like, but he has kryptonite.
But-
It's like, oh my gosh. Okay.
But
yeah.
you know what's like weird is that Goku is just Japanese Superman.
Yeah, I know.
But Goku's so relatable.
Did you see the Screw Attack death battle? Superman versus Goku?
And to be fair, I do kind of agree with that. I wish. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone.
Yeah, I was
who-
going to say, go
yeah.
watch that on Screw Attack
Yeah.
if you want to. Free plug for Screw Attack.
Yeah.
I like them.
Screw Attack's
But
nice.
Death and Return of Superman is a side-scroller beat-em-up on the Super Nintendo made by Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love weird pre-Blizzard Blizzard.
Yeah, like, I mean, they did like Blackthorn on the
Yeah.
Super Nintendo, which is a weird game.
Oh, that's that shooter.
Yeah.
Where you can like hide in like the shadows.
Yeah, and
Aw.
then you press a button, and he doesn't even look. He just points the gun behind him and just shoots, points a shotgun. But anyway, Death and Return of Superman, you get to play as... You get to play as 1, 2, 3, 4. You get to play as 5 different versions of Superman in that game.
Interesting.
You get to play as regular Superman,
Okay.
like just,
Yeah.
cut and dry Superman. And then you play as Cyborg.
Okay.
Not like Justice League
But like
Cyborg.
yeah, Cyborg
But
Superman.
like Cyborg Superman, the
Yeah.
evil one. And then you play as Superboy.
Okay.
And then you play as, oh my gosh, I forget what his name is. He's like he's the coolest looking Superman in the whole game. I'll have to show them to you.
Okay.
But it starts with an R. It's some really cool thing.
I don't know
And
enough
then-
about DC to know.
And then
these.
you play as the Man of Steel, which is just the guy who's just solid steel and he uses a hammer.
Nice.
That version of Superman.
I like that version of Superman.
And then you play as the resurrected Superman.
Okay.
And he's wearing like an all-black suit and his hair is super long and flowy like a lion's mane.
Yeah, that's cool.
So there's a lot of variety to that game. It's a lot of fun. One of my favorite Super Nintendo beat-em-ups.
Oh, this is unrelated, but have you ever seen? There's like from when the cartoon series was around. I think when I was a kid, like the Justice League one. Batman asks Superman like, "How do you shave?" And there's like a cuts to a thing where there's a mirror and he's using his like eye lasers to like shave his face. I was like, that's amazing. We need more like dumb Superman stuff like that for me to like him. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Superman's just Superman's.
that
just
sounds
Superman.
awesome. Now I want to throw one out here. Have you ever played the Deadpool game?
Yeah.
What
On
is
the it was on
the-
PS3,
the
but then
newer
it got
one.
re-released.
Yeah. What is your opinion on that?
It was okay.
I got pretty far in it, about 60-70%, and then I was just like, oh, this isn't fun. So I just quit playing.
Yeah.
It's really like, because I hit that in life when I had just played Revengeance and Bayonetta. I was like, need more character action games. And I was like, this'll do. This didn't do. It's, I don't know. The whole like plot and like the characters are written really well,
Yeah.
I think, but like just the fighting and the gameplay is not very fun.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, and I don't think they got. Did they get Ryan Reynolds to do the voice for that game?
I think it's Nolan North.
Oh, okay.
It's not
well,
Ryan
Nolan
Reynolds.
North does a phenomenal
Yeah.
job. Like I love Nolan North's Deadpool in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah. See, like that's more what I want though, because like I love Deadpool as a character. I was really burnt on Deadpool for a long time, but now that the movie came out and I have real Deadpool,
Yeah, because
It's
Ryan
like-
Reynolds is Deadpool.
he's way better. Yeah,
He's just-
absolutely.
he is Deadpool.
You
Like-
know, like the last day of shooting, he just went home with the suit.
Did he
He's-
really?
He's like, I waited a long time for this, and you're gonna have to pry this off my dead body, or something along those lines. And he just went home and like.
That's amazing. That's
It's like,
hilarious.
I would. All right.
It was the Eradicator, by the way.
The Eradicator. That's awesome.
That is a version of Superman.
I like that
called the
version.
Eradicator, and he is dope looking.
Like evil Superman is way cooler than good guy Superman.
Agreed.
Because like as
Because
a villain.
Superman as a villain is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Because when he's a goody two shoes and he's like, nobody can hurt me, and I do
no.
everything right, and look at my hair, and if I put glasses on, I become instantly invisible.
That's his real superpower.
Yeah.
Glasses
His real
man.
superpower is playing peekaboo with the human race. It's like, peekaboo's like, where'd you go?
Oh.
Did you ever play the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games or X-Men Legends?
No, but I've seen them played, and I really want to play them.
It's like a top-down RPG beat 'em up with
Yeah.
4 people at a time, and they're a lot of fun because they add. There's just like an insane amount of characters to play as,
Yeah.
and those games are a lot of fun. I think my favorite Marvel game that's come out recently though is Lego Marvel.
I need to. I forgot to put like on my reference list, but those are some good games.
Yeah,
because it's like all of Marvel Universe.
Exactly, and it was one of the first games I picked up on my PS4. But yeah, dude, like that game is wicked fun. Playing as Lego versions of certain characters, like playing as a Lego version of Venom or Carnage is hilarious.
I've seen it.
Because you can do the 2 different versions. You can do the small one with like the crazy tentacles, but then you can like
Buff
Hulk
up.
up into like the super big version of Venom. So cool.
I love all the different Iron Man versions too.
Mhm.
Like there's so many different characters I didn't even know are Marvel. Like
Yeah.
Captain Britain, or I think that's what it is. It's like I've never heard of Captain Britain.
The way less popular version of Captain America.
It's not as cool.
He's like, hello,
It's like
I've got a shield.
Winston Churchill.
That's just what they say to each other. Winston Churchill.
Yes, yes.
The Queen.
The Queen. Corgis.
So, you got any more that you?
Yeah.
digging?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, so good.
You play this really much?
I love Marvel vs. Capcom.
I do too. I just don't play it.
I don't play it either because I don't have a PS3 anymore.
But I just love the concept of. I wish we had more of these kind of games where.
Yeah. The
Well,
crossovers are amazing.
Yeah, I know DC tried to do it with Mortal Kombat, but that didn't go over so well.
Mm-hmm.
The The game, okay.
The game played okay.
From what I've heard, is that DC kind of limited that because they're like, we can't have you like doing sick brutalities on our icons, so make it teen. You're like,
exactly.
Which sucks.
Oh, dude,
whatever.
the teen-rated fatalities are so bad.
And then they have the Joker one that you can get with Shang Tsung in Shang Tsung in 9, where it's the uncensored version.
He doesn't do it. Shang Tsung?
Yeah, Shang. He's the one that shapeshifts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he transforms into a clown and he does like the Joker's fatality, just uncensored.
Really?
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that, I guess.
Yeah.
I love Shang Tsung.
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorite characters. As I almost forget his name or who he is.
Let's talk about bad games.
Okay, we are talking about Deadpool, but yeah.
Well, I mean, Deadpool, I would consider it a bad game. It's just not a great game.
Okay.
I'm talking about bad.
Like Catwoman.
Oh, that was on my list.
Yeah, I was like,
Catwoman starring Halle Berry.
Oh,
Oh, what a trash game
dude,
that was.
just in the movie.
Yeah.
There's just nothing good came out of that. And because Catwoman's cool.
Yeah,
but it's
I
like,
love Catwoman. In like the Arkham series, she's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Even playing as her is so much fun. I put this on here because of our experience with a previous episode, X-Men for the Sega Genesis. When a pillar can stop the entire X-Men team.
We almost figured it out, but then we didn't care enough to continue.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Did you ever play the Incredible Hulk on the Super Nintendo?
Oh, I thought you bet the GameCube, and I was like, no. But no, I haven't played that.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Is it?
You play as the Hulk. You have one attack, which is just a straight punch. Poosh, poosh.
Boom, punch.
If you get hit too much, you turn into Bruce Banner, and you are the weakest, saddest little, like, please don't hurt me. And everything does insane amounts of damage to you.
How do you Hulk up again?
You have to get these power-ups, like these pickups, to Hulk up.
I hate games that aren't true to like their source material.
It's the exact opposite.
It's
the
like,
more he gets hurt, the more Hulk he becomes. Not he becomes Bruce Banner when he gets hurt and gets angry.
There is an exception. There is this is kind of going to the better game side, but I think it's the Wii version, or maybe of X-Men or Wolverine Origins, where he has a health bar but regenerates.
Yeah,
which is fine. But like, I hate having limitations on these superheroes.
Exactly.
Like Superman with a health bar never should have happened.
Agreed.
Ever.
But that's another reason why Superman sucks. Is because you can't play a game as Superman, as true Superman, and have it be fun.
Yeah.
And so they have to limit Superman, which makes him not Superman.
Yeah. I did see, I forget, it's some GameCube game, but it was a Superman game. It's not very good, but the city has a health bar.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But it's just a big escort mission at that point. I'm like, I don't want to play it. Yeah.
I will say this about Superman, though. When I got my Xbox 360 back in the day, they released a demo for Superman Returns.
Oh, wow.
Which was based off of that trash movie with Brandon, whatever his name is.
I had forgotten.
Yeah. And that game played horribly. However, there was a game me and my old band used to play with the demo.
I love these things.
You pick up a car with people still in it, and then you rocket fly as like high as you possibly can till the city looks really, really small, where it looks like you're looking at a map.
Yeah.
And then you throw the car back at the city.
You try to catch it?
The game is you have to fly after it and shoot it with lasers enough to make it blow up before it hits the ground.
Nice.
If it hits the ground before you can blow it up yourself, then you lose.
That's awesome.
And that demo got a lot of mileage because of that. We would all just take turns. And it was so funny because it was just like you're picking up the car with the people inside. And you're just like, I am a psychotic Superman. They're like, Superman, what are you doing?
I like bored Superman, where it's just like, with no regard for human life.
Bored Superman should be a comic series.
Absolutely, we're just like the big S is like kind of like droopy, and he's like,
he just goes and punches the sun, and it completely just destroys our entire weather and ecosystem.
Well, it just plays baseball with the moon, and like whatever.
That'd be amazing.
With Dark Seed or whatever.
Yeah, Dark Side.
Dark Seed's a game.
Yeah.
Ever play Batman Dark Tomorrow?
Yes. What a horrid thing.
And it has like every Batman villain ever in it.
But you spend the majority of the time punching giant rats.
Yeah.
Like, because
Game
Batman
sucks.
does that.
Game sucks.
Yeah, the game's trash. Batman did not have good games until the Arkham series.
Well, unless you count the NES version.
Well, I'm saying after that,
Yeah.
like that was like a wow, Batman has the potential. Maybe Batman Returns for the Super Nintendo is a solid beat 'em up.
okay.
It's not bad, but once it got into the 3D world,
Yeah.
boo on Batman games. Boo on them.
You had to like handcuff people on the game, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
something
It's
like that.
What? I can't just break their legs, like what Batman would do.
Yeah, exactly. Pull that closer.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was
Yeah.
so loud.
Yeah.
All right.
I heard it. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say.
Okay, yeah,
Do
me
you
either.
have-
I'm
okay.
past it. I'm
Gotcha.
over it. This topic
We're over
sucks.
it. We're
I'm
done. All right.
Trash.
We love superheroes, though.
I do love superheroes, and I love superhero games when they're done correctly. So, anyway, well, that was fun.
Yes.
So now we're gonna go straight into the news. I have the news today.
yes.
So,
I was worried. I was like, wait. Oh, okay.
be prepared to be dazzled with
Razzle dazzle.
the gloriousness that is my news. Actually, there's not a whole lot going on.
That's not a very good superhero, by the way.
I know, razzle dazzle.
No dazzle.
Dazzle.
X-Men.
Oh yeah,
Dazzle,
dude. And that original X-Men game, the 6-player X-Men game, it was like they had 5 awesome X-Men and Dazzler.
It's like you can do like Gambit or like some of the cool
Yeah.
like Beast. Oh, Beast would be
Beast
cool.
would have been amazing.
Like, oh, dude.
Anyway, all right. Up first, very sad news. I'll get it out of the way because it's very sad. But the voice actor who did Scrooge McDuck has died.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was 96 though. So
To be fair, that was a good run.
that is a good run. And he will be forever cemented in the legacies of everyone who loved DuckTales. So, okay, up next. So you talked about this last week, the Mario DLC that came out for Minecraft.
Mhm.
It's already causing problems.
Really?
Yep. It's leading to copyright claims and videos being pulled down on YouTube by Nintendo.
Come on, Nintendo.
'Cause
Because of the sheer amount of Minecraft videos on. Oh.
Yeah, Nintendo is really stingy with their stuff being streamed and broadcast.
That's really weird.
And anyway, but yeah, people are getting really upset because it's like, I want to make fun Mario things and show it off. And Nintendo's like, stop it, don't do that. We'll do it if we want to show videos.
What is. Nintendo lives in their own world.
No joke.
It's like.
And in a way, that's why they're so successful, but in a way, that's also why they're
Yeah.
falling very, very far behind everyone else.
It's I don't know. Sometimes I think it's pure luck that they are so successful.
Right?
Because it's like they just try things. They're like, maybe this will work. Maybe we'll try this one.
And then it doesn't, and they're like, whatever, we got money. All right, spot of news. I don't know if you played The Witcher 3, but
No.
the newest Witcher 3 DLC expansion that's coming out, that's it.
Wine and blood.
Yeah, Wine and Blood, that's
Yeah.
it for the game.
Okay,
Like, they're done with The Witcher 3 now, moving on to other projects.
cool.
So.
I'd like to see what else that studio is going to do, though.
Sure, CD Projekt Red is amazing. The Witcher is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
And it's such a huge, sprawling game that I can't play it. Like, I have it, and it overwhelms me when I start it up.
Yeah. Like I don't even want to start it.
Yeah,
'cause
I
I've
started up, and
heard-
it's like, here's your quest list, and here are all these things you have to do, and this is all this stuff you have to manage, and go over here and do this, and this. You have to drink certain potions to fight certain bad guys, but you have to collect the materials to make the potions, and I'm just like, Gah! Ah!
And plus, I have 2 games to go through that before I get to the third one. So it's
Exactly.
like,
Speaking of expansions, the new Destiny expansion was leaked.
Ooh.
Hasn't had an official announcement yet, but apparently it's called Rise of Iron.
Okay.
This was slated. They said before this was leaked, they said Destiny is going to get one more big expansion, and then they're going to focus all their time, effort, and energy on Destiny 2. So
Nice.
This is going to be it for Destiny as well.
okay.
So hopefully there's a lot to it because Destiny 2 isn't supposed to come out until like 2017.
That is next year.
Yeah.
so.
I mean,
Cool.
give us a year's worth of content, and
Yeah.
I'll be happy because I'm just starting to get like super into Destiny again
Okay.
because the game is fixed. Like Taken King fixed Destiny. I was one of those naysayers who bought vanilla Destiny and was like, "Wow, this game is horribly boring and super linear and awful."
Yeah.
But Bungie was like, "Wait, no, we can fix it," and they did. So
I don't know why. I just don't want to play it, and I know it's good, and I just buy
You should give it a try.
Yeah, I'll give it a try
you
eventually.
should.
But
It's a lot of fun to play with people. It's a blast.
yeah,
If you like The Division, you'll like Destiny
Okay.
because it's pretty much the exact same thing.
All right.
Speaking of The Division, nice segue there.
Nice.
The Division dev says that they are aiming to bring back the majority of the players that they lost with I forget what they're calling it. They're doing a patch that's making the end game content like plentiful. Because he was like, yeah, we are aware that the end game content was extremely lackluster. People would get to level 30 and be like, now what? And
Interesting.
there wasn't a whole lot to do. So they're trying to patch in like a whole bunch of new stuff for people to do in the end game. To try to bring people back in, which is cool.
I haven't even got to the end game yet. So.
I would like to see The Division flourish again because the game is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll pick it up again if it gets fixed.
Sure.
I think you and I had talked about this. Grand Theft Auto 5 has shipped 65 million copies.
That's ridiculous. Like, to put that in perspective, I think I forget what game it was. Never mind.
I'm just saying, like, when a game sells 5 million copies, that's ludicrous.
Like, 5 million is what most, like, AAA titles shoot for.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like Street Fighter 5, the most popular, most notorious, well-known fighting game of all time, is, like, sitting right under 2 million.
Yeah, it's like 1.8 or something.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
That's a lot of that's like the population of like LA.
No joke. And it's still a top seller every month. Every month.
That's ridiculous because that game's been out 3 years.
I know. It's nutty. But on top of that, which is good stuff here, Rockstar has said they are going to be announcing all of their new projects very shortly.
Yeah, Max Payne 4.
All of them.
Max Payne 4.
So, I don't know. It could be Max Payne 4. It could be Red Dead 2. It could be even GTA 6.
Manhunt 3, maybe.
Who knows?
They got a whole bunch of good IPs.
Dude, Manhunt 3 would be awesome.
Especially with like graphics nowadays, it'd be like, I'm going to get sick.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think I can play this anymore. I'm sure it's great, but I'm so nauseous right now.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could use a glass shard like that.
And this last one here is also going to encompass the notable releases for the week. Fallout 4 is prepping their console editions for mod beta.
Ooh,
So-
I might get back in if that's gonna happen.
So it should be good. But on top of that, Fallout 4, the new expansion Far Harbor has been released,
yeah,
and it is available now.
apparently it's huge.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. That's Far Harbor, not Short
really-
Harbor.
Yeah.
Heyo!
Yeah.
I quit.
All right. See you later. All right.
But
Now on to
no, that was the news for this week. News. So not a whole lot of crazy stuff, but some good wins in there.
Yeah.
Per usual. Moving right along into our final boss segment.
Final.
Hager, Cody, Guy.
Final fight. That
That was the worst.
was
Okay.
amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
So the final boss segment this week is going to be all of the changes in gaming as a whole that we have seen growing up as gamers.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot. Like, the way I play video games now is not the way I played video games 4 years ago. It's
Yeah.
not the way I played video games in high school, as a kid, and just starting out. So
Yeah.
it's amazing how some people can adapt, and some people leave it behind.
Yeah.
I know tons of gamers who are like, oh, when I was a kid, I loved it. But then they started adding way too many buttons on the controllers, and it just got too complicated, so I left it behind.
Yeah.
But then there are people like you and me who are like, oh, new controller? How do I use it?
Sick.
I'll figure it out. Sweet. Now
It's
I'm
got-
good at it.
It's got more buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, I don't know. I imagine if they just added the black and white buttons back
That'd
to
be
like
amazing.
Xbox controller. Like, yeah.
I'd be pumped on that. I'd be totally cool with that. Like on the Xbox One Elite controller, you can add 4 new buttons,
Yeah. On the bottom
On the back.
paddles.
which is
That's awesome.
nutty. Don't assign that to anything important because I would smack those things accidentally all the time.
But it's like I when I was playing a lot of Call of Duty, I looked into getting. They have custom controllers that you
Yeah.
like Scuff
Mhm.
makes them. but you can just wire literally to where you never have to move your fingers.
That's awesome.
And it makes things like it's just ridiculous.
Well, I guess that's a good segue into one of the topics we can talk about: controllers.
Yes.
The evolution and changes in controllers have been drastic. Because I can pick up a PS4 controller that's got a touchpad with buttons on either side of the touchpad, 2 sticks, a D-pad, 4 face buttons, shoulder buttons on the top.
2 sticks that you can press in.
Yeah, 2 stick buttons. I can play that efficiently, and then I can go back to my NES and D-pad, start, select, A-B.
Yeah.
And be just as efficient with that.
4 buttons.
In a way, sometimes it's more comfortable. Like
Yeah.
I was playing the original Ninja Gaiden on the NES, and that game controls magically with 2 buttons and a D-pad.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite evolution of a company's controller?
I'm gonna cop out and say Nintendo
Well, okay.
because it's like
What controller did they went through evolution as opposed to just getting a brand new iteration of a controller?
well, just from like N64 into GameCube, where you have like the Trident into like actual like real controller.
Okay.
Like that's a pretty heavy evolution
Sure.
in my opinion.
I mean, I would still consider that 2 separate, completely different controllers.
Yeah. I'm not
Um,
sure I understand the question then.
Okay. What I'm saying is, like, a controller style that got better.
Oh,
Not like...
not like a one controller into a totally different one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Probably PlayStation, like DualShocks over the time, where they're pretty much the same controller, but little changes like a PS2 controller. I have really long fingers
Sure.
and just big hands, and like I always am on like the edge of that controller.
Yeah.
But like the PS4, it's the same controller, but they just made the grips a little bit longer, so like people can grip them. And I haven't had much time with the DualShock 3, but that was I think
If you've played a DualShock 2 or a DualShock 1, you've played a DualShock 3.
Okay.
It's literally the exact same thing,
Yeah.
just with different triggers.
Yeah, I know the triggers they curve back, and I really
And
don't like it.
It's weird.
I hate it.
Best Buy sold a it was like $3, and it was these add-ons you could put on your D-pad or your L2 and R2 buttons that curved them up
Nice.
and made them feel like actual triggers, and it was awesome. That's how I
Okay.
play. That's like how I would play Dark Souls and stuff on my PlayStation 3.
Because I knew a lot of people who, even now when they switch to Xbox, they use RB and LB to shoot in Call of Duty,
Mhm.
and the triggers are their grenades.
Wait,
Because in Call of Duty on PS4, at least later in the iteration, it was.
you're talking about PS4, not on Xbox.
Yeah, well, sorry, like on Xbox too. I knew people who played on PS3 and went over to
Weird.
Xbox.
Oh.
Where in Battlefield,
because
the
yeah,
triggers suck.
I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. Actually, yeah, dude, developers started doing that. They started pre-programming their games to have L1 and R1 be aim and shoot,
Yeah.
and the triggers be like grenades and melee.
Yeah.
And whatever. Anyway, all right, controllers are fun.
Yes.
What else, man? Like what notable things would you want to talk about?
Graphics, for one. Like, I remember as a kid, I was watching my cousin play Ocarina of Time, and I was like, dude, games cannot get any better than this.
Yeah.
And then, like, I remember then Wind Waker came out, and I was like, dude, games cannot get any better than this. And then, like, Twilight Princess came out, and I was like, dude, this is so realistic. And then, like, all the way up to, like, Skyward Sword, which took a step back. But it's just like...
I think that's funny that Zelda was your measuring stick.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like...
you had all these other realistic looking games.
At the time, it was like, I was like...
I mean, you had a GameCube, and you had the Resident Evil 1 remake,
Yeah.
which is one of the best-looking video
Oh, yeah.
games ever.
I was also, let's see, when the span that a GameCube was around, I was between 6 and 11. So...
You didn't convince your mom to buy you a survival horror game?
No,
with
to
lots
be
of
fair,
gore
I
and
couldn't
blood?
I couldn't convince my mom to buy me an M-rated game till I was like 16.
Jeez.
Because she was like, I don't know, I'd protect her parents.
Good on her.
Thanks,
I
Mom.
mean,
Thanks
good,
for actually paying attention to the rating system.
Good on her for reals, though. Like, because, I mean, my mom did not.
Until I'd sneak over to my friend's house and play Halo when I was like 12, but whatever.
My mom bought me Mortal Kombat 2 when I was like 7.
Well, to be fair, there wasn't rating systems back then.
Yeah, there was.
Were there?
Yeah.
I thought Mortal Kombat 2 was the one that
Mortal
created...
Kombat 1
Oh.
on the Genesis was one of the biggest reasons for the ESRB.
I know it was Mortal Kombat, but...
Mortal Kombat 2 had an M rating.
Okay, cool.
Very M.
Very M.
And she would play it with me, too.
I was like, I think
I do a fatality, my mom would just go, "Oh, gross, man," and then walk away.
Dude, if you showed parents back in like the 90s what Doom looks like now, they would literally die.
No, they would be like, "You're never playing video games again because you are killing real people."
I think now that we've like had like a slow burn, like if they just jumped into that, I think that they would actually just ban video games.
If you brought Uncharted 4 back and showed them what Uncharted 4 looked like, they'd be like, "You're controlling real people and you're killing other real people. I can't allow you to play video games ever again.
Like,
read a book."
And to be fair, I can't blame people.
Yeah, I mean, like, that would freak me out, dude. Could you imagine going from a Super Nintendo to a Uncharted 4 on PS4?
Like, oh my god, dude.
Like, there's no way. I don't think my brain would be able to like grasp it right away.
It's ridiculous.
I'm actually really appreciative of the slow
burn.
upgrade. And we've had big jumps before.
Violence. Yeah.
I mean, if you go from PS2 to the PS3 era,
oh yeah,
that's a huge jump.
Yeah.
Huge
or even
jump.
like Super Nintendo into the 16-bit era.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or not 16, but 64-bit era.
32 and 64.
3D era.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a huge jump as well.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, back then we had Star Fox.
Yeah.
And that was 3D.
That is ridiculous. That is actually 3D too on Super Nintendo.
I know, it's awesome.
Can't believe they got that game to run.
Right?
That's ridiculous.
And Stunt Racer FX, which is also another 3D game they had, which was like it ran on the same engine as Star Fox.
Oh, used the FX chip.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It was really cool too.
I have to look at that because I never seen that.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things about the evolution of games is the depth to games.
Okay.
Because if you see nowadays when people are playing video games on movies and TV, even to nowadays, you hear pew 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 boop beep boop 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 boop.
Ding, 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 ding,
Because
ding.
that is how people identify with video games. Nowadays, we have full-on actors, voice actors, orchestras.
Motion capture.
Like, even if you're not seeing it, if a person was holding a controller and it was like, "Sully, we need to go blah, 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 blah," and then there was just like this huge orchestral piece doing a transition, most, like the general public, non-gamers would be like, "Wait.
That's not a movie?
Wait, why is he holding a controller?" But I love that. I think it's amazing that nowadays, like, games are on par with Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
And sometimes surpass them.
Yeah, I think, honestly, because Hollywood's been kind of last couple of years, I think video games will become the new medium.
It is the largest entertainment medium. It's like the most profitable entertainment medium in the world.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we have a lot of Hollywood writers going over to games to write them. Like, I'm sure Uncharted 4 is written by some of those people.
And there's a ton of actors. Well, actually, Uncharted 4 was literally written by two people.
Ooh.
Neil Druckmann, the guy who wrote The Last of Us.
Okay.
And his other writing partner.
Yeah.
Another guy who works at Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Like, that dude's a genius. I want to shake Neil Druckmann's hand and be like, "Thank you for Thanks,
Neil.
Thank you for everything."
And then you have like what's that game? Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah.
Which has actual actors like Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page in it.
And they had to do the motion capture. They had to physically like act with like the facial recognition stuff. That's just so cool.
Yeah, dude, games are ridiculous.
Well, they're being taken seriously now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it's like, I play video games.
Nerd.
Yeah, nerd. And now it's like, "Oh, dude, what do you play?"
Dude, that carried on over until when I was like in middle school. We were like, "Oh, you play Call of Duty?" It was like, "Oh," and then Call of Duty was like, everyone plays Call of Duty.
Yeah, dude, nerd culture has become so widely accepted nowadays, and I think it's great.
Oh yeah, I love it. 'Cause I'm a nerd.
Yeah, there was a picture I saw. It was like a prom picture. It was like, do you know what I'm talking about?
It was
the 5 or 6 guys. With their dates, and each one of the dates was like holding their button-up shirt open to reveal a superhero logo underneath.
Yeah.
And I think the caption, I'm paraphrasing at best, was something like, "This picture depicts like what everyone said you wouldn't get a date to prom for doing."
Yeah. I think it was. If I wanted a picture like this, if I wanted my date to take a picture like this, I wouldn't have a date.
Yeah. That's more accurate. Yeah, something like that. But nowadays, it's just like, I mean, and I don't want to sound like stereotypical here, but like even women and girls nowadays are getting super into games and nerd culture, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
it is so awesome. You know, that whole stereotype of just like, you watch nerdy stuff or play video games, you're not going to get a date that way. When in reality, like,
Oh yeah.
I wore my Ninja Turtle shirt, and my girlfriend's like, "Dude, you look so cute in your Ninja Turtle shirt." And I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah." We just said we both
Like,
did
that's
we both
awesome.
did like finger guns.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
the finger guns. It's what needs to happen." But it's like I love this culture.
And you get like to veer off from video games a little bit. You get like Preacher coming out like literally tomorrow.
Yeah,
When we record this.
I
But,
saw
like,
that.
Like,
I saw the review for that, by the way. Sorry,
I don't know. I don't like the casting for Tulip.
I don't know who. Tulip
Well,
is.
she's blonde in the book, but she's got like I don't know. I don't like the anyway.
Oh, anyway,
it's
sorry,
it's a nitpick.
but-
I'm becoming those people I hate, but
yeah,
but
like-
like comics, like even comics, which to be fair, are probably even on the nerdier side of like nerd culture,
Sure.
they're getting like recognition from like
Sure.
I just love it.
Yeah, dude, I think I really feel like video games in general, have played a big part in making nerd culture and superheroes and a lot of stuff. Games and movies have really contributed to bringing that into a more mainstream, popular light, and I love it. Games will always be a huge part of my life, regardless of how I am looked upon by snooty people who don't get it.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. They'll die off eventually.
Sure. I mean, I will too, but I'll be
happy and
happy in playing games with my loved ones.
experience
so,
thousands lifetimes through video games.
Exactly. So I love video games.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the stuff that we don't like or trends just real quickly.
Trends that have happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
To an extent, I don't like DLC or microtransactions. Well, when it's done well, like they bring this up, Nintendo does really good DLC.
Sure.
Because I don't think they understand the value of DLC as much.
Does Nintendo do good DLC?
Absolutely. I spent $15 in Super Mario in Mario Kart, the newest Mario Kart, Mario Kart 8. I get 8 maps and 4 different characters.
Yeah.
Which
No, I mean that's fine,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying they don't do DLC often at all. Like their consoles are not equipped really for downloading many things on them.
Yeah. But like for Smash Brothers, I think I've spent. That's a bit more on the expensive side because I think they understand. But
Well,
like,
I get Smash. Smash makes sense.
you get like 5. I think maybe 6, but they're all like I think $5.99, $6.
Here's my thing with DLC. DLC is amazing because it's not required.
Yeah.
But if you like a game enough and you finish it and you're not ready to leave that universe yet, DLC is a way to revisit and continue playing in that world.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. However, you do not need DLC. You can play the base game and be totally satisfied. Now, when there are games that are released as completely not finished, and they're like, "We'll fix it with DLC," that's not cool.
Yeah. Like I think
Street Fighter V.
Was it Resident Evil? Yeah, Street Fighter 5.
It's a good. I mean, I'm glad
Yeah.
we got to play it. Like Chris was saying, I'm glad we got to play it early.
Yeah.
Start getting cracking on learning characters and stuff. But that was such an unfinished game.
Was it Resident Evil 5 that had, or is it 6 that had the on-disc DLC? I think it was 6. Yeah, that stuff's not cool.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, we'll just cut this out of the game and add it in later as
And then
DLC.
make you pay an extra fee, even though it's already on the disc. Tekken Cross, Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah.
That was a huge one. All of the DLC characters were on the disc.
Really?
All of them.
Oh, I hate that.
Every single character that was unlockable and new was on the disc, but you had to pay extra to unlock them straight from the disc.
That's just
That was one of the biggest backlashes Capcom has ever gotten for being so douchey.
that game's like
That game's a blast.
Not good. Well,
It's fun to mess around with. It's not. I wouldn't consider it like on par with like competitive fighting games, but I mean it's
fun.
good. It's fun. I like controlling Tekken characters in a Street Fighter environment.
Yeah.
I'm ready to control some Street Fighter characters.
In a Tekken environment.
I said it backwards.
Oh.
I like controlling Tekken characters in a Street Fighter environment, but I want to control some Street Fighter characters
That'd be
in a Tekken
awesome.
environment. However, they said they're putting it on the back burner. Did
Yeah.
you hear that? They're like, it's on hold for now.
But
Like,
it'll come out eventually, which is fun.
someday. But yeah, I don't mind DLC. Microtransactions, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Pay
It
to
depends
win.
on the game.
If it's pay to win, I don't like it. If it's optional and doesn't affect the game, then I don't care.
Another thing I've seen that I don't really like is the death of couch co-op and local multiplayer in recent times.
There's been somewhat of a resurgence in that lately, though.
Yeah, it's
There've been a lot of games. I mean, you, me, Cody, and John rocked Broforce.
Yeah.
And that was amazing.
But like it's mostly indie games though.
Sure.
It's like there was a time where all you would play would be like Call of Duty or like I'm trying to think of other ones. Call of Duty, Halo. They're still local though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Well, the thing is
But like
yeah.
for the most part, there's not much you can do locally, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, the games like Halo, you can still do split screen.
Yeah.
Borderlands, you can still do split screen. So I mean, there are games out there that do that, but because of the way the game landscape has changed, I know personally, I prefer having my own screen.
Yeah.
I don't like squinting at a fourth of my giant TV.
Yeah.
And
Well, I don't know.
managing it. Back in the day, there was no other option, and we didn't know any better.
Man, I have that like 10-inch CRT. I used to play GoldenEye all the time.
It's
and
4-player
just
scripts,
literally like
yeah.
2-inch by 3-inch screens. it was amazing.
That's funny, but no, I get you. I like sitting on the couch and playing games with people. I mean,
Yeah.
like when we do game nights and stuff. Nidhogg is one of the best couch co-op experiences of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's competitive, but it's
Yeah.
still the same.
Most of that is kept alive through indie games, though.
Yeah.
But that's another point I want to bring up on the more positive side. Dude, indie games are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Like we're in a time where literally
Anything can happen.
Any game, like point and click games, are back. Who would they've been dead for like 2 decades.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome.
I think it's great.
Through I think Broken Age, yeah.
Resurgence in a lot of those things.
Absolutely.
A lot of those old dead genres come back, and people who might not have even known those genres existed because they've been gone for so long are discovering them for the first time and being like, wow, these are fun.
Yeah, like Day of the Tentacle Remastered came
Yeah.
out a couple months ago.
Oh, dude, Tabby lost her mind when that came
Yeah.
out. She was like, oh, she already beat it. She like bought it and beat it immediately.
Yeah, and Grim Fandango too.
Mhm.
I think
I've heard that game's great. I haven't actually played it.
that game is really long from what I've heard, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's got like a whole bunch of cool like.
I
little
heard it's
things.
really funny.
Oh yeah, it's really funny. I think it's never mind. But yeah, do indie games.
Yeah,
I love
indie games are great.
Like we're in a time where Skullgirls is up there with Street Fighter and all these other games, and it's amazing.
Skullgirls is so much fun.
Oh yeah, and there's so many little like nuances in Skullgirls that makes it like hold pause to pause.
Yeah.
Like that's genius in
Yeah.
a fighting game where like you're like, oh no, you got to move your hand, like you got to hold it, like of course.
I think that's great.
And there's another option, I think, go straight to training mode from like any menu, and it's like, oh, of course.
That's
'Cause it's
super
like,
cool.
you're like, oh, I gotta try that like in the lab. I love
Yeah,
it.
dude. Well, it's amazing. Indie games are awesome in the sense that it's like they're amazing in the sense that they don't really have any rules.
Yeah.
And they can do whatever they want because they don't have a big name publisher breathing down their necks being like, do it this way or we don't give you funding.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they don't have
Rules.
a big name Punisher.
Punisher.
A big name publisher funding them ridiculous amounts of money to make the game as best as it can possibly
Yeah.
be, graphically and technically.
Yeah, I've seen like
So it's the trade-off.
yeah, for an example, Uncharted 4 is what you can do if you just have unlimited money.
Unlimited money and freedom.
Yeah, it's like like indie games are cool and you can cut corners and you know make a game good with what you have.
Yeah.
But, like there is no substitute for just raw like just money.
Yeah,
Being
absolutely.
injected into a product.
100%. And it shows in that game. It's like they have an unlimited supply of money and they had no rules and limitations.
Yeah,
And they publish their own games, which is
yeah.
phenomenal.
Which is I love indie games, but there'll always be a spot for AAA development.
Sure.
So
That's awesome, man.
yeah.
Cool. You got anything else?
Let me check my list real quick. Konami sucks. Just want
Yes,
to put
they
that
do.
in there. Pachinko machines are ruining life.
Yeah.
VR headsets are cool,
Yes.
and that's about it.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited
Absolutely.
for that future. So.
And that future's now.
I know, it's amazing. There's just so many cool things coming out, and I'm getting pumped to see what happens. So.
I hope No Man's Sky gets VR support because I just want to look around my cockpit and be like, whoa.
Awesome. So that was our final boss segment.
Final.
Good stuff.
Final.
Yeah, we're gonna run a little longer than normal
Yes.
because who cares? It's episode 20, so
We're celebrating.
don't give us guff. All right, just
Whoa,
chill.
I haven't heard that anymore.
Right,
I haven't heard guff in a while.
guff. Don't give us any of that Clydesdales and tomfoolery.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're gonna move straight into our DLC segment, our free DLC segment.
Yeah.
And this one is going to be a blast.
I'm looking forward to this.
This one's going to be so much fun. So this game, basically what we're going to do, Connor and I both have a random game name generator that we found online.
Shoutouts to randomlists.com.
Yes.
Thank you for
I'm really excited about this.
sponsoring us.
So the game is, we are each going to take turns. Like, for example, when it's my turn, I will press the button. It will generate a random game name, a random video game name.
Yeah.
And I have to, in 3 to 5 words, describe the game without using characters, items, or like plot devices.
Points. Yeah.
Points.
Or saying the name.
Or just saying the name and flat out saying the name because that would be stupid. And Connor has to try and guess what the game is.
I
back and forth.
I do want to ask, how accurate do we have to be to the game? Like, do we have to do like if it's a sequel, do we have to do
like if like let's say I mean, I don't know. Like if it's in the franchise, then that's fine.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I'll tell you the exact game.
If it's Zelda, like I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's in Zelda. Okay.
It's like because you go through dungeons and you try to find the Triforce, and it's like,
oh,
I mean, it wouldn't be that
Yeah.
specific. But then you're like, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. It was actually Ocarina of Time. You
Twilight
failed.
Princess.
Yeah.
But you lose.
But you do that in every single one. Oh well, you didn't get it. So.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
But you don't get the Triforce.
All right. So who wants to start?
You.
All right, I'll start. Here we go.
Ooh.
Tropical, clean water, bright levels.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
No, it was Super Mario Sunshine.
Ooh. Okay. To be fair, you can see where I would.
Yeah, well, I said tropical,
Yeah, I getcha.
clean water.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. I need to listen more. Okay, for me.
All right, you're up next.
Stealth. A box. You already know what it is.
It's Metal Gear.
Yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
It's Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
Okay,
That's what
okay.
I got.
That was easy.
My other option was WWF in your house,
Oh, nice.
which I should have done.
I would have got that too.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, up next for me. Angry, bloody, screaming, Greek.
God of War.
Yeah.
I was like, it's Doom until you said Greek. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Zombies. Mall.
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to be like photographer.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick some obscure ones.
Yeah.
here.
Well, it was between Tony Hawk's Underground and Dead Rising, so I was like, skateboard.
Okay. Massive,
Okay.
social, grinding, famous,
Okay.
computer.
World of Warcraft.
Okay.
I knew what it was 3 words in. I just want to see
Okay.
if I was correct.
Yeah.
Let me refresh. Ooh, this is a good one. Insanity. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Effects.
Eternal Darkness?
Yes, Eternal Darkness. I was like, wow. I was about to be like Elder Gods.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, yeah. Then, yeah, okay.
So how many was that?
That was 2, 3.
Was
It was 3, yeah.
That was 3
'Cause
each?
I had Metal Gear Solid, then I had Dead Rising, and then it was that one. So I
Okay.
did 3. I think I think this is your 4th one.
This is 4.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Police station,
Okay.
typewriter, shotgun.
Resident Evil
Which one?
2.
I know that doesn't count.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it's 2.
I just wanted to see if you knew which one. The police station gave it away.
Desert.
Mad Max?
No.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
Yeah, I won't count that. I don't know. Witty. I That's like 3 words there.
Use those 3 words.
Favorite.
Uncharted 3?
Yes, Uncharted 3.
Nice.
I was trying to think. I was like, desert, witty.
When you said favorite, I was like,
It's like he's gonna get it.
I love Uncharted.
Yeah.
Okay. And last one for me.
I beat Uncharted as part of my weeks.
Nice.
I forgot to put that in Uncharted 3. I beat that.
No worries. Okay, here we go. Last one for me. Weapons. Fighting. Epic.
Okay.
3D.
Okay.
Medieval.
Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, Soul Calibur Chivalry.
All right, last one.
Space. Italian. Stars. Power Up.
Super Mario?
Yeah, Super Mario
Oh,
Galaxy.
Super Mario Galaxy
Yeah.
is space Italian. I pictured Ray Romano in a spacesuit, just being like, "Why am I out here?"
Yeah. With these stars.
I don't know why that's the first thing that popped
I
in my
love
head.
it.
Awesome.
That was
Okay.
fun.
Yeah,
I like
that was
that.
fun. We'll do that again. We should do
Yeah.
that with a guest next time. For
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be fun.
And with that magnificent, glorious game, that brings us to the end of episode 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to just sync it up.
It
We
was
didn't
good.
plan that. You see how awesome it was? All
You
right.
were staring at my mouth, waiting for me to say it.
Yes.
So, if you like what you hear today, please give us some support and give us some love. Share it with your friends and
Yes.
on Facebook. It's really going to help us out. We also have some friends who are doing really cool things. All of their stuff is in our descriptions below. It's MultiTap Podcast. It's of-geeks-gaming. That is Brendan Dorman, a.k.a. Portarius Music, Kmall, and Keith the Human. So give them some love as well.
Yes. And acid reflux. If you guys want to follow us on the social medias, wait, I'm doing that wrong. If you guys want to send us fan mail, segment requests, reviews of our weeks, since we're doing that now apparently, what movies you watch, movies you recommend, like what you eat. I'm kind of hungry. You guys can send it to dragonpowerpodcast@gmail.com. Hey, what was that, Brian?
That's dragonpowerpodcast@gmail.com.
Nice.
Yes.
And if you guys want to follow us on social medias, on Twitter, it's at dragonpowercast. I was so confident.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I was like, is this happening?
At Dragon Powercast. And on Facebook, it's Dragon Power Podcast. And I think we're getting on iTunes pretty soon.
Yes,
I'm
we
not sure.
should be getting on iTunes very shortly.
Yeah.
So,
awesome. Other than that, I don't know, I don't know.
cool. If you want to follow us in person, just
Please
don't
don't.
tell us.
Hide really well.
Yeah, hide really well because we won't like that. So yeah, cool. Episode 20, milestone.
Yes.
Thanks for being with us if you've been with us the whole way. So I appreciate it. We will see you next Monday with another exciting episode of the Dragon Power Podcast, episode 21.
Yeah. And if you're new, continue to follow us.
Yes, and thanks again. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on the Dragon Power Podcast.